Hello, and welcome back to another episode of of the We Promise to Get Better podcast. Today, we again have fried brains because, what is the second semester?
Yeah.
Everyone's exhausted. We're all staying up way too late. Some for more valid reasons than others. For me, just because I was awake. But, all right, should we get into it? I have the icebreaker. The icebreaker question for today.
Hey.
All right.
Who was it?
This is one I'm not sure if you're going to want to answer. I know some people are really sensitive on this topic, but we'll see. What is your middle name?
My middle name is Mingse Ong. No, well, that's not mine. My middle name isn't Ong. That's sorry. I'm just used to, I never say my middle name because then it leads to everyone trying to pronounce it, and then they say it wrong, or they say it right, and then they start trying to say every other Chinese word they know. And anyway, it means something. I don't know what it means. For a long time, I thought it just meant Katie Jane in Chinese, and I'm like, why am I Katie Jane Ong? But it actually does have a meaning.
I feel like I do remember you telling me that in grade 6 or something.
Yeah.
Well, one day we're gonna have to do an episode featuring our grandmas. We'll do them one and the other, and then we can ask.
Yeah, they can't be there at once. If they're there at once, it'll be pandemonium.
It'd be crazy. Because my grandma is always like, I can never understand people with accents.
Yeah, my grandma says that too. I'm like, Grandma, you have an accent.
That's exactly what I say to my grandma.
So they'll just sit there and nod at each other, and they don't understand what they're saying.
Well, but we'll bring them on eventually, just separately, because I don't know how that would go. All right, my middle name is Katrina. It was I think it was after one of my great grandmas or my great aunt or something. All I know is every time I talk about my middle name, my grandma will bring out this picture of this really old lady and be like, see, she looks like you. She has the sour look on her face. I'm like, wow, thanks, grandma. No, but I used to not like it because I thought it was an old lady name.
Yeah.
No diss to anyone with the name Katrina. I had just never met anyone my age with that name. But yeah, now I'm okay with it because, it doesn't really matter.
We ball regardless.
We ball regardless. All right, so on this episode, we are going to be doing our nicknames and just, some thoughts behind that. Everyone has a lot of different things that they are called, so we're just going to go through and talk about a couple that we are called and just give you some information on that. All right, would you like to get started?
Sure. So technically Katie is a nickname or a short form. I don't know. Does that fit into the category of nicknames?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people call me Katie. That's not my actual name.
Yep, I'm one of them. Anyways.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all there is to say. It just probably developed.
Yep.
Everyone calls me Katie.
That's so funny because mine is also a very simple one, my first one, but it's also I've got a little rant for it. So, my most common nickname is Gracie. Obviously, my name is Grace. But the funny thing is, I actually never ever went by Grace until I moved schools. So, I was in public school for the first 3 years of my education. And then I moved to a private school, and there was another girl in that class already whose name was, her legal name was Gracie. So they said, can we just call you Grace to differentiate? And that was when people started calling me Grace. So it was always kind of a distinction then, of who knew me from school and then my family. And then I had some cousins move to my school, and then they started calling me Grace, which I found super weird because nobody at home ever calls me that.
Yeah.
So I'd go to family gatherings, like, what do you want me to call you, Grace or Gracie? And I'm just like, I don't care. Until all of a sudden, I don't know what it was this year. It was Christmas, and then I had a sudden outburst, and I'm like, family calling me Grace is weird. I don't like this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was really weird because I didn't even realize that it was affecting me, and then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I think I want to go back to my nickname because Grace just feels so
formal.
So formal, and I feel like it definitely it makes me feel almost like a different person.
That's fair.
Yeah, so it was funny because I told my cousin that it was my first act of rebellion was when I was filling out this thing for my college tour. It said what's your preferred name, and I usually just left it, but I'm like, ha, Gracie. I don't know why, but I thought it so funny.
You're a rebel, you.
I am such a rebel. What are you talking about? Changing my name?
Woo! I'm
gonna steal someone's identity next.
Yeah, you're gonna be Gracie Abrams next.
don't think I could, but you know what? Maybe.
Maybe.
Be rich and
Maybe. So do you
famous.
want me to call you Gracie, or do you want it like? Is it just like a family thing?
For you, it's a choice. For my friends, I always say it's a choice of what you prefer. Just for my family, it feels weird because that's what I grew up with.
That is so scary for me though, because I'm like, I don't want to call you Gracie, and you're like, that's what my mom calls me, and then I call you Grace, and you're like, oh, so we're not really friends.
No, for sure. You can call me Gracie if you want. Honestly, that's just usually what the people close to me call me, so that's what you can call me.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. I have given you the Gracie
Perfect,
pass.
perfect. Starting tomorrow, I'll start calling you Gracie. You'll have to ease into it.
No, definitely something you need to ease into. In middle school, I remember it was a thing. Boys used to tease me by calling me Gracie because they thought it would make me mad. And I was like,
I remember that. Yeah.
like, nice.
I don't think that has the effect you think it is.
Exactly.
Like, it's still my name.
No, exactly. All right, what do you have next on your list?
I have Kate. I went through a phase of being called Kate.
Huh.
I don't really know what it was. I think it was also just because I couldn't really spell at the time. Like, I'm talking young.
Oh, yeah.
So Kate was easy, and I thought that would make me feel mysterious, and that would definitely make the boy that I like me.
For sure.
And since I had the mind of a 6-year-old, that's as clever as you get, really.
I mean,
if they don't like Katie, they must like Kate.
I mean, to be fair, it's valid. When I was younger, I always like fantasized over changing my name.
Same. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. So when you're younger, you always think your name is so uncool.
Mm-hmm.
Until you grow up and then you're like, oh.
You're like, I'm so glad I didn't name myself Sparkly Rainbow.
Yeah, exactly. Or change it to something weird. Like, I remember I had to, this is not to diss my little cousin, but when she was really, really little, I was playing with her and I was already like conscious at that point.
Right.
And she was just so. So, like, we were playing Barbies, and she was like, I'm like, what do you want to name your Barbie? And she's like, Shibble.
Shibble?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Shibble. So, now, every time we see that Barbie, I think we threw it up, but every time I think about it, I just remember Shibble and all the things she went through.
That's awesome.
Her sacrifice to our family, so, yeah.
Oh, hi, Jake. You're going to make faces at us this entire time?
Oh, I think he is. He's jealous.
I don't even know if they can see him.
I don't know either.
At this point.
Oh, we'll see when we edit.
We'll see.
All right.
Wait, I just want to make sure it's still recording.
No, for sure.
It is.
And we are go.
Yes, Katie has like no storage on her phone.
All right, should I do the next one? It's
yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is one that I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I often get called grassy, grasse, grass. You know, it's just people just come up with stuff, I guess. I feel kind of neutral about it. It's usually like I'm not called this super regularly, but when I am, I'm just kind of like whatever, I guess. That's how my grandma, my other grandma, my non-maternal grandma, that's what she calls. That's how she like spells my name because she didn't really do English school because she did school no German, but so when she like I remember one time I left my toothbrush at her house and she gave it back and she spelled my name Grasse. Gracie.
Wow. I'm really glad your parents didn't name you that.
Me too.
I think, that.
Yeah, Grassy. That would be a fun time in school when
especially
they call your name out.
Last name was Knoll. It'd be a grassy knoll.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? They seem very peaceful though.
That's true. That's true.
A very peaceful person, I guess.
Okay. I have next is KJ. That's an abbreviation of my full name, and it's pretty dope because I don't think you should ever underappreciate how cool it is to have a name that you can just have initials. KJ is like, it's I think it's pretty cool initials. It's not like
it is
XY or PA or
sounds
anything.
Like Elon Musk's children.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not like the kind of initials where like I could say that, but I don't really want to. It's like KJ.
No, I think it's pretty cool. I always was like thought it was really cool when people had like initials. Like when I met JP, I was like,
yeah, I thought initials were so cool. I don't know why, but
I mean, JP's just a cool guy in general.
He is.
But...
Johannes Peter.
I remember there was one time, shout out JP,
who is not
gonna watch this ever, and he will not care at all. He doesn't even have a phone, so what would he watch it on? Anyway, this is that kind of cool guy he is. But I remember in grade 6, it was my first year. They were giving out report cards. And he said, like, our teacher said, I'm gonna just, like, start spelling names, and once you guess it, I'll give the report card out. And he said J, and he said P, but he said a bunch of other letters in between, and then JP said, it wasn't me, and then he guessed, I'm like, that's not true, that's not how you spell JP. I was so confused, and then someone told me his full name is whatever it is.
Johannes Peter.
Johannes Peter is, I'm like, dang. That's still a cool name.
It is a cool name.
We need to bring back the.
Oh
I
my
like the
goodness,
double
JP.
names. I love the double names. I think we need to bring that back in this generation.
Yes.
All our children are gonna be initials.
Yeah. Should name mine the same thing that I have.
You
Do what
should,
Daniel's
yeah.
gonna do. Do a slightly different variation of my name.
Yeah.
Give it to my kids.
No, for sure. For context, my brother basically said he wanted to have like 30 kids. He's exaggerating. But he wanted to have a ton of kids and name them all variations of his name, which is Daniel, because my dad is also a Daniel, but everyone calls him Dan. And then we have my brother Daniel, and everyone calls him Daniel. He wants to do that same thing with his kids. And let's just see what happens if he's going to have 30 little mini Daniels following him around.
Let's see how this clip ages.
Yeah, I'm
Repost it in 10 years.
I'm not babysitting those. I'm sorry, but I babysat Daniel long enough to know, like, unless he marries the most common one of the century, his children will be menaces. No diss.
No one's gonna want to babysit my kids. Trust me, I don't want to babysit my kids. I'm gonna have to pay the babysitter so much. Like, there's gonna be no excuses. No, they're just really energetic. I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry, do your best. It's okay. Whatever happens, happens. Here's
Yeah.
$100 for an hour.
Wow, can I babysit your kids? Oh,
Sure.
that's good
You
money.
can babysit all 4 of them, 5 of them, 2 of them, 1 of them, none of them. Who knows?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I love how the only number I didn't choose was 3. Because I'm not having 3 kids. I don't like uneven numbers.
Yeah, it is uneven, and it definitely is like, we know it's right. More so than when we were younger, it was very rare that we were all getting along. It would always be like 2 of us are teaming up on the other one.
Exactly, that's what I don't want.
One of them is mad, so then the other 2 are just mad at. Yeah, it's always a thing. It's like we're never all collectively mad at each other. It's always just like one of them, like 2 of them are mad at the other, and one is mad at the other.
Yeah, that's what I don't want. I was
Yeah.
like, not that I think you guys have a great relationship
No,
now,
for
and I think
sure,
it's
yeah.
awesome, but I'm like, I might as well just have a 4th kid by then.
No, honestly, yeah, I know, because it was like a compromise. Because my dad wanted 2 kids and my mom wanted 4, so they settled on 3. And yeah, so
How
now
does Daniel feel to be a compromise?
he really wanted a younger brother, and he still does. He's been begging for one basically since he could talk.
Oh, I always wanted a younger sister, and I stopped because I got Hope. Now I got Hope.
Yeah.
And Sam was like, "You would trade me for a younger sister." I'm like, "No, I would not trade you for a younger sister. I wanted both."
Yeah, no.
I want neither. He still says that.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've never had to like want for siblings, because I have an older sister and a younger
Right.
brother, so I kind of just exist.
You were good. You were like, "No, I'm
It's like,
good."
you know what, this is enough.
Yeah.
Because they always choose. This is such a fantastic thing about being a middle child. It'll be 11:30 at night. School night, weekend, who knows, who cares? I'm in my bed reading. I have my whole like setup. I'm very particular about how my room is when I go to sleep. I've got my fan on, even in the winter, because I like the noise. I got all my stuff, and I'm reading my book, and all of a sudden I hear screaming in the hallway. And Ruthie and Daniel decide it's time to come wrestle each other on top of me on my bed.
Lovely. Excellent.
Lovely. The amount of times I've gotten like bent books from that, and they just keep wrestling. They're like, "Do something." I'm like, "What do you want me to do?"
Do something.
Like,
Shout out Ruthie and Daniel.
Yeah, shout out Ruthie and Daniel, and they do this all the time. This is not like a once in a while thing. This is at least once a week.
Yeah.
But
that's like about how often I talk to my brother across the continent.
That's crazy. All right, is it my turn now?
Is it yours?
I think so.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. This next one, I'm not a huge fan of. Greasy. It's kind of like a mix of some of my.
Who
other
calls
ones.
you Greasy?
My sister. She calls me Greasy for some reason. Or like I've had my dad's called me Greasy Grace before. That I don't like.
Yeah.
That is weird. And then especially on days when I am feeling a little greasy, it's not a great thing to be called. Makes me think of like a frog.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Dad's called me Jake before. I've been called Jake, Becky. Actually, everyone in his vicinity,
yeah.
I've been called. Okay.
I have been also. My grandpa has like really bad memory. He'd call me Ruthie all the time.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what happens when you have a stroke.
Oh.
Okay. He's fine though. He's okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Catherine. I think the only person who calls me Catherine is probably like my friends if they're joking, or my mom. Genuinely. Calls me Catherine a fair amount. Which is fair. I mean, your name's your name, but
yeah.
It's so weird because like with my name, it's like technically everything. No one calls me Jane. No one calls me Jane. The Jane is just like there.
Yeah.
But like the first part gets so completely smushed around and
Mhm.
parts taken out. So anyway,
I feel like also you just like don't seem like a Jane.
no, I don't, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Especially because like Jane Doe is
Mhm.
like what they call an unidentified body. So bless to not
Hashtag
be
some,
an
yeah.
unidentified body
Mhm.
yet.
It's fantastic, actually.
With that lovely thought.
With that lovely thought, we'll move on to my next nickname. There's two ways to pronounce this one. It's spelled Grake, but it has the two dots over the A,
Right.
and then it has like an accent. I forget what that's called. We came up with this name for me in French class. I believe it was me and Emily. Shout out Emily if she watches. We came up with it just on a whim because we just decided to add a bunch of random French and like different accents to our names to make them fun. So it's either Grake or Grake. I have a few people who call me this or
That's
have
awesome.
have that as my name in their phone. You know what? I'm okay with that. It's kind of iconic. When we play like Kahoot or anything, I'll always do like put the accents and make that my name, and I love it. It's
Nice.
great.
Okay. KK. Someone has called me KK before. I think it was my cousin's neighbor. It just drove me nuts. I don't know why it drove me nuts, but it absolutely drove me nuts. And so he continued to call me KK, and I wanted to punch him. I probably did punch him. I was a pretty volatile child. I blame Sam and his knives, but
I am just gonna leave that where it is.
See, you may have Daniel like absolutely terrorizing you and like
Yeah.
bugging you, and then you hit him and he cries like when you were
that's
younger.
true.
But like, bro, imagine having a sibling who was just like okay with beating you to a pulp.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you're like every time you want to be like, can I play with you? They're like, perfect, and then they just take it to the absolute extreme, and you end up with an absolute concussion. And my parents got to a point where like, well, don't hit him because he's bigger than you and stronger than you, and he'll just hurt you. So every time I was like, Mom, I think he bashed my head in. She's like, suck it up. Did you hit him? Yes. You're fine.
That's crazy. Like, I guess because Daniel was always younger than me and he was always just like tiny. So I could like, he did rage at me a lot and he did try to beat me up. It just didn't always go so well for him because I was much younger than him. And also, like, I would usually run into my room and like stand in front of my door, but he would just hit it with mini sticks for like a half hour.
Yeah.
There's actually a dent in my doorknob. That was Daniel.
Classic.
Hitting it with the mini sticks because he got mad because I won.
Yep.
Couldn't take the fact that I was better than him, but you know, it is what it is. All right. Wait, did you just go?
I did.
Okay. The next one I have this is one actually that became very popular for me for a while. Geese.
Oh yeah.
I just had this one friend one day. Very interesting girl. I can't even remember how our friendship started. Like, we knew each other from school, and then one day she just came into class and decided, like, literally, I remember this day. It was one day she just came in and decided we were best friends that day. And then we were best friends for like a long time. And she started calling me Geese.
Oh, I think I know both counts.
Yeah, so she called me Geese, and then it just kind of like spread, and a lot of people call me that for a long time. Now, my sister will call me a variation that she call me Goose. So, yeah, I actually do have like a bunch of these like geese plushies from Jisk under my bed.
Nice.
And my sister would get them for me because they were geese. I love them. They're great. But yeah, so it's an interesting one. It's kind of weird when I tell people, yeah, people call me the plural of goose.
There's multiple of you ready at any moment for an attack.
Multiple geeses. That's me.
Yeah. Okay. People would call me Katie, like craft dinner.
Mm.
But they would say it exactly like that. They'd be like, Katie. They'd be like, my name's Katie. And they'd be like, Katie, like craft dinner? I'm like, yeah, I got it. Thanks. Yeah. Like, you're like macaroni and cheese? I'm like, yeah, I got it. Thanks.
That never crossed my mind ever.
I don't know what it is, but like when people take my name and they like change it to something that I haven't heard before, it just like bugs me. I guess because there's people are already like, do you want me to call you this, or this? And I'm like, that's 4 options and I don't know any of them.
Yes.
I'm already, when they already add another one on top, I'm like, please don't.
Yeah. No, I know how you feel. I mean, because my name is just so easy to change.
That people want to, yeah.
People want to all the time, and it's always the thing where it's like, I don't really care what people call me, to be honest. Like, I find it weird if my family calls me Grace, but other than that, I really do not care what anyone calls me. But then people will be like, what do you prefer? And I'm like, I don't know. This is so stressful. Just pick for me.
Yeah, I feel that.
Ugh, it's crazy, but What can you do?
What can you do?
I love Kraft Dinner though, so
Kraft Dinner is pretty dope.
it is pretty dope.
Okay,
Like,
I'm
not-
gonna check to see if it's
Yeah, for
recording
sure.
still. It is.
We're still going, yeah. Okay, what have I got next on my list? This one came specifically. Is it my turn? Sorry.
It is your turn.
Okay, I always get confused. This one came specifically from my cousin and his dad. So shout out Logan and your dad Kenny. All right. So this one is glasses.
Oh.
Pretty self-explanatory, as I do wear glasses. It was one that came more recently. I did not wear glasses until grade 6. So before that, it was not like a thing.
It was obsolete.
Yes, for sure. And then all of a sudden, and it wasn't even until like a few years after I started wearing the glasses. My cousin, like, he just now just calls me glasses all the time. Like, I don't think he ever calls me by my real name anymore. Which is like, you know what? Fine. I don't care. I've been called worse things, and I'm like, you know what?
I'll take it at this
Cool.
point. Okay. When I was younger, my nickname was Tiny Dragon for my family.
Ooh.
I remember we were like, this is like one of the only times I actually remember being called it, but I'm sure I was. But it was, I don't know how old I was. I was like 8, and we were running a 5K, and I was like running up a hill, and it's like, go Tiny Dragon, and I was like, in like in your 8-year-old mind, that empowered me. I was like, yeah,
No, for sure.
I am a dragon.
No, exactly.
Anyway,
That's so cool.
I'm glad they don't still call me that. I'm just gonna say that no one calls me that anymore, and we don't need to bring that back.
Okay, so be warned, there will be punishment.
I'm not tiny anymore either, so hashtag obsolete.
No, yeah. Oh my goodness, I've still got so many.
Really? I didn't know we were just going with everything. I thought these were just had to be like things people have called me, but not like
for sure.
things people have called me.
No, yeah, you can add more if you want. I just put down everything. I was just kind of like,
yeah, we just have to
like,
make sure we leave enough time for all of
no, for sure,
our
yeah,
sweet, lovely.
Yep, I'm just gonna pick one. So one that I'm called very often is nerd, by lots of people because they just assume because I have glasses I'm smart. But I've only had them for 6 years, so technically I've only
You
been.
were never smart before.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I know. It's like people in math class are like, I had this discussion before my math exam, and I asked someone, hey, like jokingly, I just said, hey, can I cheat off your paper? And they said, but we're cheating off your paper. And I said, well, that's not a good idea. Just because I've got good grades in other things does not mean I have a good grade in math, because math sucks, and it's stupid.
Bro, Miss Fisher, don't be offended. She's just having a moment.
Listen, it's not
She's just having a moment.
the teacher that's the issue. It's just that I really dislike math. I'm not good at it. Like, I suck at it.
Yeah, math isn't my favorite, but I get to take quantitative statistics next year.
You got this.
Do I?
Yes, you do. I believe in you. You've got this.
Okay. Last one. This is what people like. My family still calls me this. A couple of my friends have called me this. They call me Cage, and that you might be like, oh, that's like a play on Katie. It's not. It's short for caged monster. So if you see a pattern in my early childhood nicknames, that should tell you something, because it was not like a joke. It was genuinely like caged monster. Who kept me caged? My mother.
I know. I was very surprised when I heard you say that Cage was like short for caged monster, because I thought it was just short for KJ.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I was like, at first I was a little like, why are people shortening KJ down more? Like, I feel like it's already pretty short, but you know what, you do. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting because I remember we met at VBS, and I don't remember you being that crazy. But to be fair, I only knew you for a week.
Yeah, I was never crazy. Like I never really terrorized other people who weren't my family. I would occasionally terrorize a couple people. Like, as a child, you should not have asked me to fight. I would take you very literally, and I would fight you because I was used to like fighting Sam, and with fighting Sam as a child, it's like you just do everything in your strength possible to not
die.
Yeah, exactly. So the problem is that when I would fight someone who was genuinely weaker than me, even if they were older, it wasn't always great, and I wasn't a kind child. I never chose to live peaceably with all to the best of my ability. That was not my motto as a child.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. You learn and you grow.
I'm not like that anymore. If you ask me to
Yes.
fight now, I won't fight
Yes,
you.
Katie has never fought me. Yet.
That's not even true though.
What?
We fought in grade 8. Do you remember?
Oh,
As
yeah.
a joke.
Yeah.
Presley found that video. Okay.
There's
anyway,
a video?
There's a video.
Oh
we gotta
my
move on.
gosh.
We gotta move on. But we will
Okay.
find that.
Okay.
Eventually.
I will just quickly go through because we don't have another segment to go through. I'm just gonna quickly go through a couple of the other ones that I put on that are most important. I get called by my siblings. I'll be like, "Oh, are you Ruthie's sister, Daniel's sister?" I get called that a lot. It was actually a little like, bro. I asked my teacher today, what do you think people call me? Because I was like, I don't know what to put on the list. She's like, well, what they usually call you Ruthie's sister. I'm like,
oh yeah.
that's actually a little, that's mean.
Yeah.
But like, it's not mean, but it's like, dang, the fact that so many people know me by my siblings is low key a little embarrassing. I need to like talk to more people, I guess.
Yeah, I know a lot of people know me as Sam's sister.
But yeah, I've also been called. I get called Amish because I'm Mennonite. My dad used to call me Gapper because I didn't have my 2 front teeth for a really long time. That was peak elementary school name. Me and my cousin have nicknames for each other, and this is gonna sound really mean, but there is a whole story behind it. I won't get into it, but my nickname is Ugly and hers is Dumpy. So, so we have like a group chat, except it's just me and her, and it's called the Dumpy and Ugly group chat. If you've ever watched that random Australian gymnastics show on Netflix, you will know.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I heard of
so
that.
because when we were younger, we used to watch this like Australian gymnastics movie called this like A Second Chance or something, and I think like was it last year we found out there was a second movie in the show.
That's awesome.
And in the second movie, there was this one girl who's getting hate texts from these other girls saying, "You're so dumpy and ugly," and we were so confused because I'm like,
Dumpy.
what does that even mean? Like, but it made us laugh, so now that's what we call each other.
That's awesome.
And then the other biggest one's probably my grandma. So she calls us, like, she calls me and my cousin, she'll call us Miao, which just means girl in Low German. So
nice.
that's
You never know which one she's referring to.
Yeah. Or she'll like when we're together, she'll just call us Miao. That's multiple girls.
Yeah.
So, doesn't matter
That's
which one she's
awesome.
referring to because it's just everyone. But yeah, I like that one.
Oh, my grandma, I think like 2 or 3 months ago, asked me because she always calls me Mingsa, but she stopped recently and she started calling me Katie. But she asked me, and she asked me, "Is your name Katie or Kaylee?" I was like, "Grandma, you were like, when it would have been a great time to ask that? When I was a baby." When mom and dad introduced me and said, "This is Katie," that would have been a great time to go, "Katie or Kaylee?" Because no, I'm serious. And she's like, like she'd been wondering for like a decade, and I'm like, "Ma, it's really late in the game."
That is absolutely crazy. Like, what? It's just like. That is crazy.
I was taken aback because when she asked me, I literally look over at mom and like, "Is she for real?" And mom was just like, "Answer her." And I'm like, "Yes, my name is Katie. You're right."
Yeah, it's like gone to a thing now because like my grandpa was always really bad with names, but now he just had a stroke. He'll keep calling me stuff, and my dad had to be like, "Dad, that's Gracie, not Ruthie." And he's like, "Oh yeah, Gracie." He'll go ahead and call me Sandra next time. That's my aunt's name, but it's so funny. All right, so our next segment, we have a bunch of like pet names, like things you would call your partner, and we're just gonna go through some different common ones and rate them.
Yeah.
And see, what would we like to be called this?
All right.
All right. Would you like to start?
I would love to start. Baby girl. No.
Like, that just sounds way too player to me.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like anyone saying that does not have good intentions.
Yeah. I give it 7 llamas out of 5 pirate ships.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I'm just like, what if you have a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna call them both baby girl? You have 2 baby girls now.
That just makes me think of that song by Drake, Nokia.
Baby girl.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what it makes me think of, and it just makes. Yeah, I don't know if I want to think of that every time I'm with my spouse.
Nope. Well, good thing you won't have to ever call your spouse baby girl.
I mean, I might just to make him mad.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
All right. The first one I have on my list. Actually, I'm gonna go with this one, babe. No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I just feel like for some couples that's nice, but for me that's just not something that comes naturally to me, and it just makes me cringe.
Yeah.
Like if they called me babe, I feel like I'd just be kind of like, ugh. Really?
Do your parents have any nicknames for each other?
No. Well, like they would call each other like mom and dad because like
oh my
not
goodness,
like that, but like
no, I know
you
exactly what
when
you
they're
mean.
kids, when you're kids, like you don't know your parents have real names. So like, oh yeah, go say hi to daddy or something, and they kept it on way longer than we did.
Literally, this past year, Sam and I were finally like, you need to stop saying mommy and daddy.
No, exactly.
The only people who call each other that are you two.
No, exactly. Like I had it where I was calling my mom from youth group, and I had it on speaker because the phone I had at the time, if you didn't have it on speakerphone, you couldn't hear
I have
the person.
I literally have that.
I think I had the same phone as you too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's not good. So you have to have it on speakerphone when you're calling. And she said, "Oh yeah, like daddy will go pick you up," and everyone was like, "That's so weird. Why would you know your mom?" Like I promise it was not weird. It's just because that is what they called each other when we were kids, and they just never got out of the habit. I swear they just don't talk to each other. No,
I don't
just kidding,
like it's I don't. I'm just like every single time I hear them, like still every once in a while, I'm like, no.
Yeah, like now my parents have kind of gotten more into like calling each other their names, which I think is good because that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
calling each other other things, but like it's whatever.
They still say like ask dad.
No, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Like, it would be weird if mom was like ask Will.
No, I was like, yeah, go ask Dan. Who's Dan? I'm not asking him.
I'm not your Wi-Fi service provider. Like
exactly. Like now I'm not gonna go ask Leona if I can go to somebody's house. I'm gonna go ask my mom, and she's gonna tell me to go ask my dad. So yeah, no, I get it. Like on certain grounds, like stuff like that. But like
yeah, it's transition.
Yeah, for
calling them. Would you ever want to be called mommy?
No, not by my spouse for sure. That's weird.
Yeah, pass from me. It's
yeah. I don't think it's cute. Honestly, I just like it never has had like calling your spouse mommy or daddy just does not have a good connotation. It just feels
to me
dirty and like to me it feels dirty and gross and also just like weird. I don't want to be thinking about my parents.
Yeah,
like there are good ones. Please, just not tons of them.
Not those ones. Also, I was thinking. Genuinely, I want my spouse to come up with his own nickname for me.
Exactly.
There is 1,000 things you could come up with. Genuinely, literally anything. You could call someone literally anything. I could call you. I like if you know what I mean. Like I could come up with a nickname for you.
Yeah,
there's not a need to add another one to the repertoire, but I literally could. Literally anything. And again, people come up with nicknames when you do something stupid.
Exactly.
They'll call you like, I don't know, water bottle.
My brother calls me Holy Crash Out.
Exactly, right? I
don't
even remember what Sam called me. He definitely has his own little names, but it's with him being out of the house, you just don't remember, and it just kind of fades into non-existence. Yeah, for sure. So #enjoy being called Holy Crash Out.
Yeah. So I know my brother's already like trying to figure out how he can get my room when I move out. I'm like, you're not getting my room.
Yeah, I actually thought it was just like bulldozing a hole in the wall. I genuinely was like mega room, but
yeah, because my thing is like if I move out for university, it's like once I fully move out, then yeah, sure. But I'm like, well, I'm in university. I'm coming back for the summer, and Daniel's room like just perpetually smells like farts. I'm not staying in there. That's gross.
Let him have his little sanctum. Besides, who knows what you're gonna find when he cleans out the corners of that room?
Exactly. I don't want to know.
No, that was Sam's room.
There was like a blue crayon fish drawn on his wall for like 6 years.
Naturally,
he painted over it, but it actually wasn't him. It was Carissa who did. And it just stayed there for a long time. So my mom was too tired to clean it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. This one. Ooh, here's a good one. Love. I think it's so cute when people call like each other love.
Only if he's British.
Exactly. Though that's true. That's true. If an American person called me love, then I'd be kind of grossed out. But I'm like, think of a British person. Think Mr. Darcy. Think like that kind of stuff. Jane Austen core. Yeah. So basically, I just have to marry a British person then.
Yeah. And also, I think there's a difference between, like, things you call each other in your own house. Like, not in, like, a weird way.
No,
but
for sure, yeah.
Genuinely, if he wants to call me, like, love or honey cakes or whatever, freaking sugar plum. He can, in the confines of our own home, sure. If I want to call him
Yeah.
whatever, nice hair, I don't know, elongated jaw, whatever I want to call him.
You're
I'll
just picking different parts.
I don't know what else am I supposed to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining the concept of a man.
Oh, that's I guess.
But, that's fine. Just so help me if he ever calls me that in public. I won't be able to take it. I'll just imagine like across the room and you just yell, sweet cream.
No, that
Can you imagine parent teacher interviews? Come here, Daisy Foot.
No, it is weird because I had something similar. Me and Carissa used to have like a call sign for each other.
Yeah.
So if we ever need to get each other's attention, we just yell George Russell.
Smart.
But that's also weird. So it's like it would work, but I would also be really embarrassed.
It's always weird. There's nothing you can call each other that isn't weird.
That's true.
I'm just genuinely caged monster. What in the heck kind of name is that? Right? Everything is grass.
Yeah.
Greasy. Like
greasy.
Everything is weird. You just have to accept it.
Yeah, I feel like there's also different levels of weird though.
There's definitely different levels of weird.
Like my brother, my nickname for him is Wet Wipe. I don't know why. Just because he kind of gives that energy to me.
Yeah. I used to call Sam Minecraft blog. Minecraft block in my head. And then I unlocked his phone with my face. And I was like, never mind.
Yeah, it's like the one thing when you get in a fight with your sibling because they did something that you definitely have done before.
Yeah, no, that's so true. That is so true.
Yeah, because like my sister is like the worst when it comes to using my stuff without asking. And the worst part is she leaves the most incriminating evidence and she will give herself away all the time. Like even there's been so many times where we've done something and she like that we both did that we knew was not right, and then she just like outed both of us for funsies. And I was like, why would you do that? Like she'll be like, oh, we should do this. I'm like, are you gonna tell mom and dad? Because you're pretty good at telling everyone what we do. Anyways, but yeah. She'll steal all my stuff, but I also have done it before without asking. I try to ask most of the time.
Genuinely, the things that would, like, bother me the most, I do.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's okay when you do it. It's just not okay when other people do it.
And it's just, like, uncontrollable rage you feel, even though the rational part of your brain knows that you can't really get angry at someone for it.
No, for sure.
Is it your turn or is it my turn? I think it might be mine.
I think, yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. Beloved.
What the medieval? Like,
yeah, don't.
So, unfortunately, the video cut out 37 minutes in, so we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger. But unfortunately, we also do not have time to redo that entire segment. So we are so glad you listened with us this week, and we hope we did not leave you with any burning questions.
Yeah, if you really want to know some more, we've definitely got them, and we can definitely do a little sub episode if you want to hear some more. But honestly, that was probably enough. 37 minutes of that was probably enough for everyone.
Yeah. I don't think they needed to hear my rant on Powerless.
That was a good rant, though. I'm glad I was here for that.
All right. Well, yeah, have a fantastic week, everyone. We're sorry for any weird choppy cuts, but we hope you have a fantastic week.